Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Tips and Tricks video, Carnival Miracle Edition. So we are going to be going through all the tips and tricks I have for sailing on the Carnival Miracle, including lots of general Carnival cruise ship tips. So if you like this type of content, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I've got lots of different cruise ships, lots of cruise ship tours, cruise reviews, resort tours, that sort of thing, all on the channel. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're thinking of sailing on the Carnival Miracle, I do recommend booking as far out in advance as possible. This is typically when the best cruise pricing is, and your travel advisor can always help you reprice a cruise if you haven't made final payment, so that is a big tip. I am a travel advisor, so if you are looking to plan a cruise on the Carnival Miracle or any other Carnival ship, you can reach out to me at my email, markjackson@jacksonjetsetting.com. Oftentimes, too, there are last-minute deals if there's space available on the ship, so you can look out for that, too, if you're not really a far-in-advance planner. Now, once you do book your cruise, I am going to recommend that you download the Carnival app. This is going to be a good way to plan your cruise in advance. There's ways to get discounts on things like the internet package, excursions, sometimes your drink package. So you're going to find all your discounts in the app and online. I will say that Carnival's tech is not necessarily the best that I've seen at sea. Once you get on the ship, the app works really, really great, but sort of the clunkiness of booking is just not as smooth as I've seen from some of their competition. Now, before your cruise, you are going to want to select a time to board the ship. They kind of spread out all the cruise passengers throughout the day of embarkation day, just to make sure that the embarkation facilities are not overrun with people trying to get on the ship. It makes total sense to me. If you do want to get on board the ship super early, I do recommend 14 days before your cruise, midnight Eastern time, to get your exact time that you are going to be boarding the ship. On the earlier side is going to be better because you're going to be beating some of the crowds. You're going to be able to get on board, get some lunch. Now, you aren't going to be able to visit your cabin until sometime after 2 p.m. Typically, so just keep that in mind. If you do have a lot of carry-on bags, though, you can always use the porters, and your luggage will be delivered to you later that evening. This feeds into my other tip, which is if you're someone who likes to lay by the pool, if you want to do some of the water slides, get on board as early as possible on embarkation day and get that beach chair. The pools are going to get pretty slammed if you're on a warm weather cruise, so just keep that in mind that the earlier you get on board, the earlier you can start having fun. You can also beat the crowds to the buffet, which is going to be a big mess typically on embarkation day. It just always is, because no one has anywhere to go if the staterooms aren't quite ready yet. Everyone's got their luggage, it gets all crowded, so just keep that in mind. Getting on board a little bit earlier makes it for a little bit more relaxing of a day, in my opinion. Now let's talk cabins. So I booked an inside cabin on my Carnival Miracle voyage. It worked perfectly fine for me, but if you're somebody who wants an ocean view, wants that balcony, definitely book well in advance to be able to book the exact cabin that you'd like. In terms of cabin location within the ship is pretty small, so for me, it doesn't necessarily matter too much where the cabin actually was on the ship. If you're someone who gets seasick, you're going to definitely want to be on a lower deck as center to the ship as possible, but if you're someone who has trouble with stairs and needs those elevators, I do recommend being as close to the action as possible, because the elevators were typically kind of slow. Sometimes they were broken, so that was kind of a problem throughout the cruise, I think. So you're going to be closer to the action, just going to be a little less reliant on those elevators, I think. Now, a big question that people are going to have is the drink package worth it on the Carnival Miracle? Now, there are a lot of bars on board, and so if you're someone who likes to drink, the drink package is at least worth looking into. I will say that Carnival does limit you to 15 alcoholic drinks a day, which is absolutely plenty for me. But for some people, this is a big issue. They limit you between 15 drinks in a 24-hour period. So it resets at 6 a.m. each day. And then once you've kind of consumed your drinks, you can't get any more alcoholic drinks, but you can get as many non-alcoholic drinks as you'd like, because the beverage package does include non-alcoholic drinks, your specialty coffees, Red Bulls, Gatorades, sodas, that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind, that the drink package is more than just alcoholic beverages, and a lot of times I end up really coming ahead, I think, when I do have the drink package, because I'm not paying for my specialty coffees, sparkling waters, that sort of thing that I like to drink. One of my favorite bars on board any Carnival ship is going to be the Alchemy Bar, because it does offer smoked cocktails. I love a good old-fashioned, so if you're someone who likes that sort of thing, I do recommend stopping by at least once on your cruise, and if you have that drinks package, that's going to really deliver a lot of value for you. One thing I really love is that Carnival does have specialty beers that are brewed in Florida just for them. They have a nice wheat beer. They have a couple other options in the Red Frog pub. Throughout the ship, too, I think some canned options. So definitely worth checking out if you're a beer drinker, if you like to try all these specialty beverages. I was really impressed with the flavor. Now, in terms of activities, there's lots of activities on board, of course. There's 2 water slides for the kids and the adults. One is a drop slide, which I was very impressed that they actually had a pretty high-tech drop slide on this smaller ship. It's pretty short, but very, very, very thrilling, I thought. So did that a couple times. They do have a smaller open slide that kind of does it twists and turns better for the little kids as well. If you like more scheduled activities, the activities team on board Carnival ships is second to none. The cruise director is always out and about getting the crowd all hyped up at pretty much every major event. I feel like they really make themselves available to all of the sailors. I really, really am impressed with the teams here. Lots of trivia going on, lots of game shows like Guess That Tune, little game shows like, Family Feud, and they also had Deal or No Deal, which was kind of like bingo. You had to buy a ticket, that you could actually win prizes and money on. So that's definitely worth doing. Of course, they have bingo. Bingo is very, very popular and harder to win, I think, nowadays, just with, one, how expensive it is to play bingo most of the time, and just how many people are actually playing. But lots of free activities. I'm someone who loves to play trivia. Actually won trivia on this voyage, so this is a little bit of a humble brag for me. And then, of course, they have a lot of late night activities. They have a nightclub. They have an arcade for kids. They got lots and lots of kind of late night things going on if you're more of a night owl. Of course, they do have the casino, which I did spend some time in on this cruise as well. A small casino and a little smoky, I think, for my taste. But overall, just lots of fun to be had on a ship, even of this size, like the Carnival Miracle. Now, for me on this voyage, I didn't recognize any of the kind of rowdiness that Carnival has been known for in the past. Felt like everyone was really well behaved. It was a good sailing. It was kind of midweek in a Valentine's Day cruise, funny enough. So maybe that is a little bit of a different crowd that might typically be on this ship. But the ship does sail around to different ports. It's not always in Long Beach. It's going to be over in Galveston and Tampa in the coming years. So it's going to change, who is actually on board based on what port they're sailing out of. It's not like everyone's flying in just for this ship. Now, overall, would I sail on the Carnival Miracle? Yes, I absolutely would. Again, I feel like the size of this ship is actually a major hack. A lot of people go for the big mega ships that they're advertising, whatever brand you're actually choosing. They're always going to have their newest ship out there, the most expensive billion-dollar ships. I think that there's too many people on a lot of those ships and really detracts from the experience. These smaller ships were built in a different time. It wasn't all about maximizing every single dollar out of you. Of course, they love to make money. That's why they're building cruise ships, but they're just built a little different. So there's lots of little nooks and crannies that are, you're able to go read a book inside. There's lots of seating. There's not like a shop that would be making money for the cruise ship where seating is right now. It's got a weird theme. It's got a very weird theme. Completely weird theme. I love this ship. It's very charming. And overall, I think the small ship, you get to know the crew a little bit more. You get to know your fellow passengers a little bit more. And it's just something that is missing, I think, from some of these larger ships that are coming out nowadays. So that's my biggest tip, is book the Carnival Miracle. You're going to have a great time. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.